So what's up the so good so what's up guys? This is for activity 3, which is yung index buffer. So explain pa namin ang ibig sabihin ng index buffer, and explain pa namin yung code namin and their functions, kung paano ba nag-work to. So we have a library which is include IOStream, the input output of the program, and the include glad header, which is yung include the glad library, which is manage OpenGL functions pointers, and this is the include graphics library frameworks / graphic library frameworks dot headers, which is para to make para magkaroon yung programmer na makaka-create sila ng window, and at the same time makamanage sila ng window. Then explicit in the vertex shader source code, which is a constant char vertex shader source. So versions 330 core slash new line, which is defines the source code for the vertex shader. It specifies the version and layout of the input attribute, or in short AFOS, and the transformation of the position to G1 positions. So yun yung ibig sabihin niya. Din explicit in the fragment shader source code. So constant char, which is a fragment source code, is version 330 core, defines the source code for the fragment shader. It sets the output color fragments color to a specific RGBA value. In graphics library, natin initialize the graphics library frameworks library. For graphics library window hint, and the graphics library context versions and minority sets the desired OpenGL version to 3.3. So yun, so guys, so yung profile natin is our profile is the specifics that use of the OpenGL core profile, which is include only modern OpenGL features. So graphics library frameworks window creates a graphics library window with a size of 800 x 800 pixel and title YouTube OpenGL. So which is dito guys, so fragments color natin is pwede mo siyang i-adjust dito guys, yung color ng ating shape kung natin gusto, inayos nating baguhin natin dito guys. So these lines together set up basis OpenGL environment, which is graphics library frameworks for window creation, or in short GLAD, for managing OpenGL function pointers, and define simple vertex and fragment shaders for rendering. So yun yung ibig sabihin niya guys. For our next line is, which is yung int main, is a main function of the program. So yun yung umiikot dito. Then So the int main is the main functions of the program, and the graphics library frameworks in it is initialize the graphics library frameworks library, preparing it for use. And for the graphics library window hint, the context versions major is which is to set the desired OpenGL versions to 3.3 using graphics library frameworks hint. So for the natin guys, graphics library window hint for graphics library frameworks OpenGL profile is to specifies the use of the OpenGL core profile, indicating the only modern OpenGL functions are available. Then for the create a graphics library window object of 800 by 800 pixels, naming it YouTube OpenGL, which is the natin create a graphics library frameworks window with the size of 800 times 800 pixels in the title YouTube OpenGL. The window object is assigned to the variable window. So yung mapapansin niyo guys, yung na-explain ko na-explain ko sa window namin is yung 800 times 800 niya size guys, yung size yun ng window kung mapapansin niyo lang. Then for YouTube OpenGL window is assigned the variable window. So if window yan guys, kung if window null, check if itong window null na to guys is to check if window creation was successfully. If not, print an error message, terminates the graphic library frameworks and returns -1. So yan guys, pag hindi daw na successful yung pag paggalan ng isang code is hindi siya hindi niya accept, so return -1 yun guys. So graphics library make context window set as the current OpenGL rendering context to the newly creation window. So yun na guys. So for the graphics library natin is to specify the viewport of OpenGL in the window. In this case, the viewport goes from time is equal 0 is to loads OpenGL functions pointers using GLAD, allowing access to OpenGL functions. Then to natin sa graphics library viewport natin is to 00800 800 by 806. The viewport size to match the window dimensions 800 by 800 pixels. This define the portion of the window where OpenGL will render. So yun guys, these functions collectively initialize graphics library frameworks, create a window set of the OpenGL context, and configure OpenGL for further use. So yun yung initialize purpose niya. So guys, for our create vertex shader object and get its reference naman guys, explain natin yan for hanggang dito sa delete the now useless vertex and fragment shader objects. So ano nga bang functions program yan guys? For our create shader, vertex shader, create a vertex shader object and obtain its reference ID. So guys, then attach the source code for the vertex shader to the previously created vertex shader object. The source code is provided as an array of a string vertices. So for our vertex shader is compass the vertex shader source code into machine code that can be executed by the GPU. So yun guys, so to. Then attach the source code. Attach the source code from the fragment shader to previously created fragment shader object. So for the line 6 natin guys is which is yung compile the vertex is compile the fragments share their source code into machine codes. For creating shader program object and get its reference. So guys, creating program, create a shader program object and obtain its reference ID. For our line 8 natin guys is 1. Attach shader program, vertex shader and shader program, fragment shader. Attach the previously compiled vertex and fragment shader to the shader program. So ito guys, attach. Then for wrap ano naman natin guys, for line comments, 9 comments naman natin is graphics library link program, shader program, links the attached shaders into a complete shader program. This step combines the vertex and fragment shaders into a unified program ready for use. For last ano natin is the delete. Ito guys, delete now the useless vertex and fragment shader objects. Graphics library delete shader, vertex shader, graphics delete shader, fragment shader. So ano nga ba yun? Deletes the individual vertex, dinidelete niya ang mga individual vertex and fragment shader object once they are no longer needed. So ito guys, pag nag-create ka ng vertex shader, then creating fragment shader object, pag successfully na ano siya guys, na gumana yung mga gamit mong fragment shader and vertex shader is i-delete niya yun guys kung hindi naman na kailangan. So yun sabi niya, object once they are no longer needed as they have been incorporated into the shader program. This line together guys is to perform the steps needed to create, compile, attach link, and clean up vertices and fragments shaders within an OpenGL program. So yun yung guys, yung ano niya, purpose niya guys. So let's proceed naman in vertices and coordinates natin guys. Sa coordinates na tayo guys. So madali na lang ito. So guys, for our vertices coordinates, graphics library float vertices is itong ating na to guys, yung ating line na to ng ating shape, which is yung ito, pwede mong i-adjust yan for lower left corner and lower right corner. So define an array vertices containing the coordinates of 6 vertices in 3D space. Each group of 3 values represents the XYZ coordinates of vertices. For our indicates for vertices order, graphics library unit ay graphics library in is indices defines an array indices that specifies the order of vertices to create a triangle. It contains 3 groups of indices, each forming a triangle by referencing the vertex position in the vertices array. For our creating reference containings for the vertex array object, the vertex buffer object, and the element buffer object, which is yung BAO and VBO and EBO. So which is the variables, the vertex array object, and the BAO, vertex buffer object, VBO, and element buffer object, EBO. So yun yung guys. For make the BAO, the current vertex array object by binding it, graphics library binding vertex array BAO. So generates unique ID is for the BAO and VBO and EBO. So which is the binds the BAO making in the current vertex array object. So yun guys. Binding tayo, then number 6, the for the binds the BAO as array buffer. Array buffer ito siya guys. Then they introduce the vertices into the graphics library buffer data array buffer size of, then copies the vertex data into the VBAO. For the graphics library data elements array buff indicates the copies index data into EBO. For pointer naman natin guys, this is the pointer is the configures the vertex attributes pointer for the VBAO and it specifies that the vertex attributes at index 0 position is a set of their 3 floats. So yun guys, 3 floats. So dito yan for our vertex attributes pointer. For bind both the BBO and BAO to 0 so that we don't accidentally modify the BAO and VBO is to unbind the BBO and BAO to prevent accidental modification. Then for our 13 is unbind the EBO after unbinding the VAO as the VO is linked with the VAO. For our bind EBO to 0 that we don't accidentally modify it. For enters the main rendering loop which continues until the window is flagged to close. Then set the clear color for the background. Yan. Pwede mo siyang iset yung color niya. Clears the color buffer with the specified clear color. Pwede mo siyang ayusin. Then after that, activate the shader program for rendering. Pwede mo na siyang i-activate for rendering the color. Ayan ang background. Clean the back buffer, assign the new color. Diba? Ganun lang yan. Then tell OpenGL which shader program we want to use. Graphics library use program, shader program. In 18, graphics library bind vertex REB or bind the BA for rendering. Then graphics library draw elements for triangles 9 to assign integer 0. Draw triangles based on the indicators in the EBO. Graphics library framework swap buffers window, swap the back view of buffer with the front buffer displaying the rendered image. And the graphics library frameworks handles the graphics library frameworks events. Then graphics delete vertex array with BAO, and the VBO deletes the BAO, the VBO, and EVO when they are no longer needed. For graphics delete, ito, graphics delete program, shader program deletes the shader program. Then graphics destroy window, dito na tayo guys. Then destroy the graphics library frameworks window. Yan, delete window before ending the program. Graphics library window, destroy window. Then the graphics library frameworks terminates the graphics library frameworks. Then the return 0 indicating successfully program execution. Then that's it. Then that's how it works, the indicates buffer program.